right, yes. Over to you in three, two, one.
Welcome, brothers and sisters, to New Jersey Family Church's Cheon One Prayer Vigil. And to start, we'd like to offer greetings to our Heavenly Parent and true parents. So let us face our true parents' image. 천징 장부님께 건배! 하로. And we'd like to recite Family Pledge number 5 in Korean and then English. 5. 천율국 주인, 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 전산세계와 세상적 지산세계의 통일현해 평등적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. Our family, the owner of Cheon, pledges to strive every day to advance the unification of the spirit world and the physical world as subject and object partners by centering on true love. And to start, I'd like to ask Mrs. Hiroi, if you can please unmute and offer the opening prayer.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
사랑하시는 하늘 부모님, 전진 장부모님, 예수님, 효진님, 현진님, 할머니, 안녕하십니까? 감사합니다. 고맙습니다. Thank you for this opportunity. New England region brothers and sisters gathered together to start brand new day. Now, our mother, what is she doing? How she feels? Every single moment, we want to feel mother's heart, mother's doing. Every single moment, we feel it. We want to feel it. Mother emphasized we need witness because we have a truth. We have a precious two parents. But we don't have enough people to establish the Cheon one nation centering on true love, true parents. But our mother is so serious. Day and night, she has been thinking about liberate our heavenly parents. We want to feel the same seriousness as true mother have, feel. But unfortunately, physically, we are so far away from true mother. That's why we can't feel how true mother feels right this moment. That's why true mother gave us Cheon in this nation America. This place, the only this place we can relate, connect to mother's heart. If true father lives on this earth, how much she was comforted by true father's true love. But true father now living in next world, the spirit world. Of course, they are uniting into one heart. But how much true mother feel lonely without a true father? We want to feel it. And we want to go through the difficulties mother has been through. We want to support We want to make our mother smile. No more suffering. Two parents has been so much suffering caused. We can't imagine how much we can comfort her heart. 6,000 years. Every parent has been so suffering. Every parent already completed 95%. Every parent sent us a Jesus as the only begotten Son. That we couldn't complete our portion of responsibility. That's why every parent has been suffering and weeping. Let us complete our responsibility as a breast-centered family. No more suffering for every parent, for our two parents. True Father wanted to see one nation. Cheon Il-gu on this earth before ascending to next world. True Father has weeping at the final moment because he couldn't see the nation of Cheon Il-gu. So let us complete our portion of responsibility. No more tears for our true mother's eyes. We gather together now to complete with brothers and sisters together, not only one person. New Jersey Family Church initiated this meeting. We are so grateful. We want to do something. Sincere devotion for every parent and two parents. And we love the nation of America. We adore this nation. We are the center, not the political world, not economic world. We are the center to advance Heavenly Parent's providence. Let us have a new determination right now, and we study Mother's memoir. Let us to be united into one heart with our true mother. That's the only key to be successful for witnessing, I believe. Thank you for this opportunity again. I'm offering this report. Takahiro Hiroko Hiroi as a breast central family. Achu.
Jude, thank you so much, Hiroko-san, for such a beautiful and heartfelt prayer, and really just being able to call our Heavenly Parent down into our hearts. And with that, brothers and sisters, we like to take some few minutes to be able to stretch and take care of our own bodies. So as always, I like to start with some breathing exercises. So let's just inhale through our nose, breathe in. And breathe out, exhale from our mouths. And then one more time, let's breathe in through our nose. And breathe out. All right, and you can interlock your fingers or just keep it separated, and let's stretch up, reach for the skies. Morning, Heavenly Parent, I just want to reach you, touch you, and then we'll switch over, lean over to our right side, and let's feel the stretch on our sides. 5, 4, 2, and 1, and then let's go over to our left side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then let's bring our arms down in front of us. And if you are interlocking, you can pull your hands apart and just curl your back. Feel that stretch in your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, today we're also gonna stretch our arms again. So you could cross your right arm in front of you. Use your left hand to just pull your right wrist backwards. And then you should feel a stretch right here in your right arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's switch over to stretching our left arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And for this next stretch, you could be standing up or you could stay seated. We're just going to be moving our hips right and left, right, left, and just feel that stretch in our backs and our hips. And we'll do this 10 times, 5 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, wonderful, brothers and sisters. So now I'm gonna count down from 10 seconds, and feel free to stretch wherever you need to, what your body is asking you to stretch. So here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, thank you guys so much for participating in the stretching. I hope you guys feel awake and just being able to love and appreciate our physical bodies. Now we like to go into breakouts to be able to share any gratitude and appreciation points with one another. So if you're prompted to join, please click join. If you're unable to at this time, then please write down your gratitude. So let us go into our breakouts.
2 more minutes. 2 more minutes in the breakouts. 2 more minutes.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I hope you had a wonderful time in your breakouts, sharing your gratitude and appreciation, and also just being surprised that we suddenly heard Resfred's voice, letting us know there's 2 minutes left. That was nice. Thanks, Resfred, for keeping us on time. But to share with the whole community, I'd like to invite up the Spray couple, so Mrs. Noriko and Mr. Steven Spray. Noriko-san has come back from her 7-day Las Vegas workshop.
Wait, yeah. Hi, good morning, everybody. Yes. Yes, I am very grateful. I just came back. I was a 7-day workshop in Cheon, Las Vegas, and even I had a tour, pilgrimage tour, for 2.5 days. So I can't really describe in a few words of this experience. Oh my goodness. I'm so grateful about this opportunity. I really recommend everyone to be there, Las Vegas, Cheon. Every day, of course, we wants to have Johnson through the Cheon. And I think you hear already many other testimony, I think, but it's just you need to have experience to be there in the Cheon. And also I heard, the father said in that workshop, the father said that God created legs is to go to see the God's creation, how majestic God's creation is. So that's a very good reason. As long as our leg is working, and we have to go to see and go vacation, not only ourselves to see, how God is, God's creation is amazing. So, so we went to Monument Valley and Antelope Canyon, which is I never been there, and that was, the two parents has been sometimes, and of course 7-day workshop. It was I will be on 50 years in next year since I joined church. So I didn't know these 50 years, those very content, but especially understanding of true mother's heart, true mother's existence. That was really amazing, information, and could actually, with that information, I could really pray in the Cheon was a very valuable things. And Dr. Dunkley also, Reverend Dunkley was also there, and so many people shared about it. And I really recommend everyone to be there for workshop. So they have every month workshop and Japanese workshop, and which I went. So that was so wonderful experience overall. Appreciate it. You have something?
Of course, I appreciate to see Noriko come back. Makes me very happy to see beautiful God's creation when she's here. And you know what I mean. And yeah. Anyway, I don't know about no workshops. All of us are, everybody's a different manifestation of God's character. So, that's what makes us a happy couple. God bless. God bless you all.
Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much to the Spray couple for your wonderful sharing. And Noriko-san, welcome back. We hope to hear more in-depth testimony of your experience sometime later. And with that, brothers and sisters, thank you for sharing your gratitude and appreciation of one another. And we like to receive our mother's words now. We will be reading and listening from the Mother of Peace. So let us receive her words.
Welcome to Mother of Peace, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. A memoir by Hak Jahan Moon, a production of the Washington Times Global Media Group, narrated by Allison Hiroto.
Echo.
We held 2 blessings in South Africa this year alone, said Prophet Radebe. In June, during a national blessing ceremony, attended by more than 60,000 people, True Mother offered a prayer to liberate the young people who sacrificed their lives to fight against suppression and injustice. Following this, on December 7th at the FNB Stadium in Johannesburg, we held a blessing ceremony for 200,000 on the continental scale and proclaimed Heavenly Africa. Africa is now a God-centered Africa. Bishop Noel Jones then testified, True Mother has given a special vision, not only to the American clergy, but to all of us. Who can realize such a profound vision? On this foundation, I delivered my message. Christians should not have put their focus only on the second coming of Christ, but also on his bride, the only begotten daughter. Heaven chose the Korean people at this historical time and brought forth not just the birth of Father Moon in 1920, but the birth of Mother Moon, the only begotten daughter, in 1943. We must know that the blessing officiated today by the only begotten daughter, True Mother, is humanity's long-awaited dream of 6,000 years and the wish of our Heavenly Parent. As I uttered those words, I wept. The hearts of all those in attendance felt those tears. At that event, many members of the clergy discarded their preconceived notions of our movement. I believe that heaven can accept this one minister's words to represent all Christianity. Through this event, I found that the rumors about the Unification Church are far from the truth. I realize that I have blocked my eyes and ears to the truth of this group, having heard it was a cult or heretical. But when I listened to the introduction to the Family Federation, I received the powerful inspiration that without heaven's guidance, Reverend Sun Myung Moon and Dr. Hak Ja Moon could not have carried out such miraculous work. Others shared similar words. Now my religious views have changed. I feel like a newborn Christian. Why did I oppose them? I regret opposing them without truly knowing who they are. I have been touched. I know that the unification movement is doing the work of God, and from now on I will sincerely help in their activities. I was moved by the realization that Dr. Hak Ja Moon is the only begotten daughter, and the promise to build the pure Garden of Eden through the principles of true family. My husband, Father Moon, and I love America with our whole hearts, and we live for its salvation. This love enabled us to endure years of criticism and persecution, including Father Moon's very unfair imprisonment, and offer it all for the sake of Heavenly Parent and humankind. At True Father's Holy Ascension in 2012, I took upon myself a great responsibility. God led me through difficult circumstances and painful trials. I have now completed the 7-year course seeking the restoration of nations to God's embrace. The final 40-day course at the end of 2019 was a path through a wilderness, uncharted in heaven and on earth. My objective was to settle God's kingdom of Cheon in the worldwide Canaan. This path of restoration history was completed at the Vision 2020 Global Summit in Korea, February 2020, which was a beacon of hope lit on the eve of a global transformation. Giving birth to the heavenly world. Over the decades, I have kept a particular photograph close to my heart. When I close my eyes, I can clearly see it. It is of a woman with a little girl on her back holding the Korean flag. It was taken in the market of Onju, my hometown. The woman's face is flush with desperation, and it looks as if she wants to grab onto someone and plead her difficult situation. The image is of my maternal grandmother, Jo Won-mo, carrying her daughter, my mother, Hong Sun-ae, on her back as she took part in the independence movement on the first day of March 1919. My maternal uncle used to tell me stories as we looked at that photo. Unfortunately, we did not bring it with us when we fled the north. It is probably safe somewhere in my hometown. And there was a very similar photograph of Grandmother Jo waving the Korean flag. But this one was taken August 15th, 1945, and in that photo, it is me she is carrying on her back. This time, her face is filled with joy, and she looks ready to embrace everyone she meets. Her expressions in those two photos contrast the sorrow of losing one's nation with the joy of gaining it back. Our sorrow over having lost God's world is soon to transform into the joy of gaining it back. From the moment I could understand speech, my maternal grandmother told me, "God is your Father." Her words formed the core of my faith. They set me on the course I had to walk. My husband, Father Sun Myung Moon, and I have lived our whole lives for the liberation of God's homeland. We have nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to hide. I have never looked back, nor to the left or the right. I have only looked at the path ahead. I never became attached to my circumstances. Night or day, there has never been a moment that I did not keep Heavenly Parent with me. In the Kremlin, we said to the leaders that they should remove the statues of Lenin and accept God. In the presidential residence in North Korea, we spoke out. On that foundation, President Mikhail Gorbachev and Chairman Kim Il-sung opened their hearts. We never wavered for the sake of the liberation of God's homeland. Whenever crises arose, Heavenly Parent guided us with pillars of fire and cloud. Standing before True Father's holy body in 2012, I promised in tears, by the end of my days, I will absolutely bring about the settlement of Cheon Il-guk on this earth. Whenever the opportunity arises, I repeat these words. After True Father's ascension, I set forth like a female Don Quixote, spreading our teachings and embracing the world. I have lived every day with my promise to Father Moon in mind. The Republic of Korea did not honor True Father at his Sangwa ceremony. That is why I publicly committed to restore 7 nations by 2020 and open the new Cheon Il-guk as a gift to True Father. With that accomplished, the providential opportunity has returned to Korea. The call of the Pacific Hyojang culture of giving and giving again must take root and show visible fruit in this nation. This door will not remain open forever. In 2018, on New Year's Eve, members from all over Korea gathered at the Cheongsam Peace World Center to pray for the settlement of the era of a unified heavenly Korea. From the evening until the small hours in the morning of the new year, 2019, we beseeched God in tears to restore the Korean nation and liberate our Heavenly Parents' homeland. That winter and spring, I addressed 5 rallies of hope in South Korea. In Seoul, 100,000 people attended. We promoted the unification of North and South Korea under the theme, Inherit Heavenly Fortune, Bring National Unity. We also held a rally in honor of the United Nations troops that came to Korea's aid during the Korean War. In Chungcheong Province, our rally was themed the 100th anniversary of the March 1st movement and the movement for peace between Korea and Japan. In Gyeongsang Province, we held a rally for town and community leaders. And in the Honam region, the rally theme was New Life, centering on True Mother and the settlement of the era of the Pacific civilization. In Gyeongjin County, there were villages that had not heard the cries of new babies for many years. It is like that in all farming areas in Korea because young women have moved to the cities. We held the Gyeongjin County Rally of Hope for Childbirth and True Families and conducted the blessing ceremony in 3 villages. The whole of Gyeongjin County was filled with a festive atmosphere. I sent holy robes that I had treasured as a gift to a slightly older couple that had been one of the representative couples during one of the blessing ceremonies. I later received a note of thanks. After wearing the robes, they had given birth to twins. Amazingly, 3 couples that attended those blessing ceremonies gave birth to twins. In addition, as if caught up in the spirit, a local farmer's cow gave birth to twin calves. The governor of the area sent a video of himself bowing to express his thanks. He said that Korea is on a demographic cliff. There have been too few marriages and births, and now the workforce is shrinking. He said that the Family Federation's blessing ceremony is the path of true patriotism, for only it can save the nation. Sometimes I ask myself, what will save the world for the sake of our heavenly parent? Korea is not alone on the demographic cliff. Japan, China, Europe, Russia, the birth rate is in decline in many countries. The only solution is to bring joy through the blessing of marriages in harmony with Heavenly Parent. The blessings will bring peace within ourselves, within our families and communities, nation and world, heaven and earth, Heavenly Parent's holy community. 100 years ago, for the liberation of her homeland, my maternal grandmother waved the Korean flag that she had hidden in her bosom. Now, for the liberation of our global family's homeland, we must raise the Heavenly Parent flag that we have hidden in our bosom. Just like her, we must passionately live for God's kingdom of Cheon. The dawn of a new history is growing brighter. Through the manifestation of the only begotten daughter in the providence of restoration, humanity has new hope. We are completing heaven's providence, reaching our global village with the message of the Mother of Peace. Vision 2020 brought us to the mountaintop. Now, let us greet the rising sun with all our hearts. Let us advance together into the bright, new, hopeful era of the settlement of God's kingdom. Cheon.
Thank you for listening to Godable. Visit motherofpeacebook.com to purchase the complete audiobook. Godable is made possible by listeners like you. To donate, visit godable.org. Thank you.
Thank you so much, True Mother, for your precious words this morning. And to share the pastor's reflection, I'd like to invite up Pastor Roger Weatherall.
Good morning, everyone. So today we have reached the conclusion. This is actually the end of Mother's autobiography. And to me, I'm going to start today kind of working back from the last thing that she said. So in a book, the end, the conclusion is kind of where people put in the most important pieces. What are the things that they're most concerned about and that they want people to take away? So the last thing Mother talks about is the demographic cliff, especially related to Korea and how people are not having babies in Korea and in many places in the world the way they used to. And I think this is a big concern. It's going to change the whole way the world is structured, and we're getting older, so older people like me, we have to continue to carry the weight of the burden of, working later in life and supporting society around us. But more important, it's about bringing God's blessing into the world. And she says the answer is the blessing. And as I think about this more and more, I realize that is really true, that the blessing is a consecrated institution where man and woman come together under God's protection, under God's blessing, So as we do that, it gives us the strength to overcome all kinds of difficulties, because our marriages then are not just centered on ourselves and on living for each other or for our own gratification, but on really bringing about a better world, a better society. And I think many, many people in the world are starting to realize this. Actually, our church should be a church focused on relationships. How do we create God-centered relationships? And that's, the relationships between parents and children, between brothers and sisters, and especially between husbands and wives. So then going back a little further into the speech, Mother is talking about her experience, standing before Father's body, his holy body in 2012 when he ascended, and how much pain and regret that she had. And again, it's like you have to read between the lines in these stories to understand her deep sadness that father was not recognized. There weren't, presidents of nations coming at that point to bow down and to offer their repentance in front of father's tomb. And so mother pledged at that point publicly she committed to restoring these 7 nations by 2020 and opening up the new Cheonilguk as a gift to true father. So that was her heart of tears, right? And it's been a long and painful course for her during this time. And I think for those of us who were present, we know the confusion and the upset and the pain that was happening during that time. But it's like we've come into a new era now, and based on the foundation of having entered into Cheonilguk and all of these things, actually we really need to take the victory that mother has brought during this time and give it to those around us, to the Christian churches and to the world, and to really open up a new era of hope for mankind. And then I think the most important thing that I got out of this is the paragraph where she says, on this foundation, I delivered my message. And she's talking about, the message she has given to Christianity and to mankind here. Christians should not have put their focus only on the second coming of Christ, but also on the bride, the only begotten daughter. Heaven chose the Korean people at this historical time and brought forth not just the birth of Father Moon in 1920, but the birth of Mother Moon, the only begotten daughter, in 1943. So this is humanity's long-awaited dream of 6,000 years, and the wish of our heavenly parent that we can all understand this point. If we really understand the time that we're living in, it's like living again at the time of Jesus, when we have our true parents here with us. We have Father, we have Mother, the only begotten daughter, who comes with that pure lineage to give rebirth to mankind. And we need to receive that rebirth. So to say it is one thing. To say, I am the only begotten daughter, or I am the Messiah, or I'm the President of the United States, but to be it, to really be it, that's the key. So can you say that about yourself? I am the only begotten son. I am the only begotten daughter. And if you say that, then what does that mean for you as a person? How do you have to live your life every day? And how do you have to be in the world in order to bring about the transformation of this world from Satan's world into God's kingdom? You need to reflect on this and really understand Mother's important historical, providential role, but also what's my personal relationship with Mother as my mother, and really inherit that love and be reborn through that every day. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Pastor Roger, for that beautiful sharing, really expressing and capturing Mother's heart and what Mother is concerned about, and being able to share on her role as the only begotten daughter. Thank you. And with that, brothers and sisters, we like to go into our breakouts to be able to share any insights and takeaways. And so if you're prompted to join a breakout room, please click join. And if you're unable to at this time, please take this time to reflect and write it down. So let us go into our breakouts.
2 minutes, 2 more minutes.
Right, welcome back, brothers and sisters. I hope you had a wonderful time sharing your insights and takeaways with one another. But due to time, we're going to be holding off on our sharing with everybody. So I hope you can all take this time or opportunity to be able to share with brothers and sisters, even outside of this gathering, so more people can be inspired by your inspirations, and especially through True Mother's words. You can always invite people to join on to this Zoom call or Cheon Prayer Vigil, or even on YouTube. If you go to NJ Family Church, then you'll be able to find the live recordings of our prayer vigils. Also, for today's Godable reading, as Pastor Roger mentioned, it was the final episode of the Mother of Peace, Mother's Memoir. This is episode 70. We're still deciding tomorrow if we'll reread Mother's Memoir or move on to the anthology, Mother's Anthology. But if you come back tomorrow, you'll find out what we'll be reading and discussing on. And last but not least, if you're interested in offering a prayer, if you're interested in offering a musical offering or a live testimony for the next Anshil cycles, then please contact either myself or Pastor Takino at our emails, and we'll be able to situate you and set you up. With that, I'd like to invite up our New Jersey Family Church Chuncheon now, and specifically Assistant Pastor Atsushi Takino, to lead us into our Chuncheon prayer. So, Pastor Takino, if you can please start us off. Actually, I'm looking at the NJ Family Church. They might be still discussing. Pastor Takino, are you able to lead us in the Chuncheon prayer?
Okay, sorry. We just sharing our testimony. Hold on, please. Today, Cheon, Reverend Higuchi came back from Las Vegas 7-day workshop. I like to ask Reverend Higuchi to pray. Please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Parents, true parents, good morning. Thank you. This opportunity you gave us, the Cheon in the United States, as a great gift for us to revive, to restart
reborn again for this time, this new era. True Mother gave us these opportunities. Thank you. We really need to longing for True Mother's heart. We are just finished this autobiography, Mother's memoir. You really wanted to talk why begotten daughter is here, being waiting for 6,000 years.
Yes.
Not only the second coming of Messiah, but also you really longing this, your begotten daughter on the earth. Really appreciate, grateful this Cheon, and then to the parents on the earth working together, we are making this truth to get know this much earlier in our lifetime. Still through Mother on the earth and through Father on the spirit world become one, and we have to really need to understand Mother's heart. And this time we really need to feel you, what you are feeling, you are being doing, what you are suffering, struggling, and the sadness. Only things we have to get know the truth, and then we need the spirit, and then we have to really need to grow our spiritual sense to reach every day, every moment, talk with you, questioning and answering this parent and child relationship and the daily life, the moment to moment. We really appreciate this Cheon Wong to give us this spiritual connection directly to parents and to heavenly parents. Really, this morning, Undoke, our brothers and sisters gathered together, we share this through Mother's word, and then we are really making step by step to closer to you and to the parent and to the Mother's heart. Thank you. I appreciate this time to gather together, pray together, all our longing brothers and sisters in this time. I really pray my report together with all the brothers and sisters' heart, and my name Luke Higuchi, present the family. Adieu.
Adieu. Thank you, Reverend Luke, for your representative prayer. Now, brothers and sisters, I'd like to invite all of you to unmute and let us have our unison prayer for the next 3.5 minutes.
Heavenly Parents, thank you very much for those who have agreed to join in prayer for this mayor of Jersey. I pray that you're welcome to peace in our relationship with them. I don't know what's the outcome to
being guided by
whatever we're doing.
They're so truly lucky and to privilege to have such this opportunity. Good parenting is also thinking about the best. I pray that may work for me in terms of increasing and
부모님께서
what is it that I can do? What is it that you can call on me to speak and to be able to the brothers and sisters of the world
그리고
be able to
아버지
understand
기간
also
통해서
your love and your spirit
되신다고
to
아버지 그한 것을 하늘의 빛들이 함께해서 같은 부탁을 드리고 있습니다. 열심히 우리 하나님 교회가 더욱더 성장할 수 있도록 많이 우리 계시문이 살아서 아버지 뜻을 알고 그래서 아버지 하나님께가 더욱더 신나게 도와주셔서 목사님 위해 눈을 켜서 우리 하나님께를 완전히 분장시키고 할수 없어요. 아버지 하나님께 의인이 1명만 있으니 아버지 순장식을 깨워주시고 나오지 않는 아버지 이 세대를 완전히 하나님께 깨워주시고 가정 아버지 세대를 받고 하나님께 소리하여 주시고 오랍나이다 아버지 새 가정 이 세들 아버지 아버지 기원 받고 아버지 또한
오늘 부모님, 전직 참부님, 감사합니다. And with that, brothers and sisters, thank you so much for joining us for today. And I just wanted to remind you, as we are on day 5 in the Ansho cycle, our Heavenly Parent created all the fish in the seas and the birds in the air. So whether you love to eat them or just take care of them as pets, there are so many ways to appreciate them and love them, and let us continue to grow in our hearts of loving all of God's creation. So that we'll see each other tomorrow at 6 a.m. Same time. Have a blessed day, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless you.
See, that's
all.
such a
Thank you.
practical
Have a
approach.
day.
You can eat them or you can enjoy them any other way. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Don't have a good day.
Good point there, Torpa. Thank you. All right. God bless everyone.
Birdman.
Good morning, Mama Skinny.
Have a great day.
Our Birdman of testimony. Caroline Hudson.
You can see out this Zoom in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.